Oh, man. It's that time. That's right. The biggest freaking game hyped up of the offseason. And it's finally time. Tonight at 7:30, I think. Anyway, I got my freaking... That's right. I got my tater hat on today. And a Georgia Tech shirt. It's a little ugly, but that's how we do it around here on the C-Dot game day. That's right. We got whoever's playing Georgia, and we got Georgia Tech. And today is finally the day that the freaking Georgia Bulldogs go down to the Clemson Tigers. And I can't wait. It's going to be awesome, man. I'm so excited. Yes. So, all right. Let's get a little bit of analysis out of the way. Let's get a little bit of unbiased analysis, and then I'll go in on the Bulldogs. Okay, so so you got these two juggernaut teams. They're pretty much the most talented team, two of the most talented teams. Top 5 matchup. Both have, well, so say Georgia has a proven quarterback. Clemson, on the other hand, DJ Uiagalelei, only had 2 starts in his career, but they were good. He showed out in those two games that he did start last year because Trevor Lawrence had COVID, and he looked good. And he's got a good cast of wide receivers to back him up. They have big shoes to fill with Travis Etienne being gone. But that's okay. I think they got some promising guys. I mean, they're Clemson freaking taters. Of course that they've recruited this running back. And then you look at Georgia, and they are a team that, besides the injuries, one of the most complete teams. They bring back the most out of the top 5. That I would say them and Oklahoma probably bring back the most and have the least questions on their roster. The Georgia, they have, of course, JT Daniels coming back, and he's pretty much a pocket passer. Weirdly, Georgia is now a passing team, I guess. They still got their running backs to match up, so their offense is looking to be much improved this year. Of course, JT Daniels is going to win the Heisman, right? Well, we'll see about that. Every Georgia quarterback every year is hyped up to win the Heisman. They never wind up due. As far as the matchup here, for a long time, a lot of people tried to analyze Georgia versus Clemson and how their rosters match up. Let's be honest. It's a coin flip. It's 2 of the top 10 teams. Although I do think Georgia has too many injuries, I think that is going to tip it into the favor of the Tigers. The Georgia, well, they're missing Darnell Washington, their star tight end, of course, Eric Gilbert, the one they got out of the transfer portal. He's gone. He didn't play with the team. I called it. C-Dog told you this would happen. Nobody wanted to listen. They do have Darion Kendrick, though. They managed to hang on to him. He managed to not get arrested in the offseason, so they did pick him up out of the portal, much needed for them. Although Tyke Smith is hurt, one thing I did say they were a complete team, but one thing that they kind of had lost off their roster last year is their secondary, and they filled it with this Tyke Smith, and unfortunately for them, he's hurt. I don't like seeing injuries. And then, of course, you got George Pickens, star, probably the best wide receiver. He's hurt too. And then you got a plethora of kids that had been hurt in this fall camp. I think that, in my opinion, that will hurt them too. So that's kind of how the roster stacks up. Both teams' offensive line looking like crap. I will say that. Yeah, so I think both quarterbacks in this game will be running for their lives. And DJ can scramble better than JT Daniels. JT Daniels, Jake Fromm Jr. basically can't run. So JT Daniels is going to be, we'll see. He's just not going to be able to scramble. I mean, DJ Uiagalelei can freaking take off and run, and JT Daniels just can't. I think Clemson has the edge in that regard. I mean, other than that, it's DJ's going to have trouble. in the passing game. The Georgia pass defense is going to be tough. This Clemson defense looks great, though. I mean, it's two amazing defenses, and my prediction is that it's going to be a low-scoring game in the 20s, something like 21-24 at the end of the game. Is my score kind of prediction. I'm thinking this is going to be a very defensive game. I mean, this is two of the best defenses, and the offensive has some questions, to say the least. So, all right, that's enough analysis. Now it's time for me to tell you how bad the Georgia Bulldogs are about to get their asses whooped by the Clemson Tigers, baby. The Georgia Bulldogs, the pound puppies from the Athens Community College, have been barking the loudest over the offseason. Do you know why? It's because they have so much to prove. It's because they continually embarrass themselves on a national stage. They are the clowns of college football. Continually the laughing stock. They just can't get it done. And they have all this talent. Man, I cannot wait for Clemson to come in and neuter the dogs. It's going to be great because they've been barking all offseason. They don't shut up because they have all this to prove. And it's gonna be justice, is what it is. The college football community has been subjected to listening to the Georgia Bulldogs talk about how bad and mean they're gonna be and beat Clemson. I don't think so. I think the Clemson Tigers, it's at a neutral field. I think they're gonna come in there and put the hurt on them, and it's gonna be amazing. They got a quarterback that runs. Georgia's talented. That's right. But guess what? Freaking Clemson is too. And you're about to find out what happens when you put a team that is well-talented and well-coached against a team that's talented but got a coach that doesn't know what the hell he's doing. I can't wait to see how Kirby Smart gets his head up his ass and just makes an absolute fool out of himself like he always does. I can't wait, man. Man, these Clemson Taters are about to freaking put the hurt on them. It's going to be awesome, you guys. I'm stoked for this game. This is going to be great. I said something about maybe the dogs barking all off season. This isn't going to shut them up. Nothing's going to shut them up. They're the freaking Georgia Bulldogs. They're never going to shut up. But it's sure going to be nice to see them proven wrong, see them get their asses handed to them, and it's going to be justice. So, that's right. You can't believe how psyched I am for this game. I'm the biggest freaking Tater fan you ever seen, and it's going to be a hell of a game. I'm excited for this. Go Clemson Tigers! And I'll see you guys tonight.